Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll be discussing some XAT business decision making questions that have been asked in the previous year papers. So XAT generally has this section called business decision making, or BDM in short, where you will be given certain scenarios regarding a certain stating you certain facts, and then some decision you have to make based on the facts provided you. So that is basically the section. It is nothing but pure logical application, or whatever facts are given, you analyze the facts, apply your logic, and arrive at a reasonable or a rational decision. This is the process that you have to follow. In my opinion, this is generally the easiest section in XAT, where you can score a lot of marks, provided you have the skill and the ability to do the analysis of the stated facts as well as the unstated facts, and apply the logic properly to arrive at rational decisions. So this is the process you need to follow. So first we will learn some basic theory regarding business decision making. So business decision making is always a logical process compared to the normal decision making in our day-to-day life. Sometimes we follow another method known as intuitive decision making or impulsive decision making, where you don't think too much about the issue at hand. You go by instantly, you make a decision going by whatever your mind is saying at that point of time. So you can afford to do that in case of small things, or where the stakes are not that high. That kind of impulsive decision or induced decision making you can do. But in the case of serious issues, or where the stakes are very high, either in your personal life or in the businesses or in any other scenarios, you need to follow the logical process, where you will be analyzing the facts that are available to you, and on the basis of these facts you make certain decisions. That is called the logical process. And in BDM questions, the first is understand the stated facts. So a lot of facts will be given to you as part of the question, so you understand them properly. Not only the stated facts, the implied facts as well. So what are implied facts? Facts which are not directly stated, but facts which are indirectly given to you. So you need to have this ability to read between the lines. That means when a passage is given to you, not only you understand the facts that are directly given to you, whatever is implied or hinted at by the author, that also you need to understand properly. Then comes the analysis. So not only the stated facts, the implied facts. So you take everything into consideration, analyze them, and then keep the information clearly in your mind. Then you have to understand the question on which you have to make a decision. So once you have understood all the facts properly, then think about the issue on which the decision is to be made. So once you clearly understand the issue, then you can make a logical decision. Then go through the options. Whatever options are directly contradicting, or these are not at all going to be proper decisions, those things you eliminate in the beginning itself. So you will be left with either 2 or 3 options which are probable answers, out of which you select the best answer. So that is the final process, selecting the best decision from the available alternatives. So once you do that, your decision making is going to be the best decision or a proper decision. So your answer is going to be correct invariably. This is the process you need to follow in a BDM question. So without wasting too much time, we will directly go to the questions. So this is the first question. Here you have a scenario. So please read the passage very clearly. The meaning of one difficult word is given in the caption, so you can have a very clear understanding. I'll give you some time to read the passage. This is the continuation of the previous para. So once you complete reading the para, the basic understanding you should get is that there is this guy called Nisa Niyamuddin. He is a person who is genuinely interested in serving the people without any without any selfish intentions, and he wanted to start a free food center for people during the 2018 floods, but he could not do that. Then during this is something you need to understand. In the previous slide, what is given, it is that means he could not do the he wanted to do this but could not do it. But then after the COVID-19, he started this philanthropy work of giving food free to all the people in his locality called Palakkad. And then it became a popular thing, and a lot of people started coming and eating. Most of them are eating for free. They are not providing him with any money. But some people are by going or be impressed with the way he is serving the society. They wanted to make donations. So they are giving donations either in the form of money or in the form of food items or other things, and many people inquired about how they could contribute. All these things are stated, and then some people wanted some variety in the menu also. That is also given, and now a lot of people are asking him to extend the work to other places as well. But the problem that Niyamuddin is facing is the finances, or he is not having. He is worried about how to find the finances to extend the operations, because he is having a he is doing it on a very tight budget. That is the idea you get from whatever is stated in the passage. Now we will go to the questions. So the first question is the most important challenge that Niyamuddin has to overcome to sustain a WBLCF. So what is the most important challenge, or the most difficult thing that Niyamuddin is facing in running his operations of charitable food? That is the issue. And the options are paying salaries to employees. Yes, this is an issue he is facing. So it could be a probable answer. Attracting enough diners. The passage never says that he has a problem in attracting enough people. A lot of people are coming and eating at the facility, and anyway, since it is given for free, there will be people who are hungry, who do not have the money to purchase food, so they will definitely be coming. So this is not a problem or a challenge he is facing. Option C, preparing only local dishes for diners. This is not given as an issue that he is facing. The only thing that the passage says about the dishes is that people are expecting more items in the menu. So he is giving them a standard menu, and people are expecting more items. But even if the more items are not provided, this popularity of this initiative is not going to be coming down. So this is again not a challenge he is going to face. Option D, getting enough finances and donations. Yes, this is again a very serious challenge he is facing. He is not able to get enough finances and donations, which is clearly given in the passage. Option E, having enough cooks and employees. So this also is not stated as a problem. He has cooks and employees. He is employing a lot of people, and he is paying them also. So as long as he is getting the money, he will be able to do this. The problem is the finance. So he is not an issue. So the likely option answers for this particular question is either option A or option D. Now the best answer. Which is the best answer? See, option A is directly linked to option D. So when his main problem is getting finances, so when he gets finances, he is able to pay salaries. If he's not getting finances, he is not able to pay salaries. So paying salaries to employees is only one of the challenges he is facing, because the salaries is not the only issue he is facing. He is facing the crunch of finance to run the operation. So of which salary payment is one of the issues. So this is why when it comes up to the most important challenge, see, the question is about the most important challenge. So when it comes to the most important challenge, obviously the answer would be option D, that is getting enough finances and donations. So that would be the answer here. All right. Now coming to question number 2. So the question is basically asking about the options that are open to Niabuddin on how to reduce the wastage of food. So he is facing this problem of wastage of food on some days, because there is no telling how many people are going to eat on a particular day. So since he doesn't know how many people are going to come, he will be preparing food for a lot of people or a fixed number of people. Some days there will be more people, some days there will be less people. So in those days when there are less people, the food will be wasted. So he asked a consultant how to overcome the issue. So the consultant has given him 5 suggestions, and out of which are the suggestions which are not consistent with the core ethos of WBLCF? That is the question. So something that is not consistent with the core ethos means something with which Niamuddin will not be agreeing to, or something that is against the principles of this particular initiative known as a WBLCF. So option A, one is launching a mobile app so that diners can pre-inform. This is a good suggestion. So if there is a mobile app and all the diners are able to inform, then they are going to come and eat, then these people will get an idea how many people are going to come, so the food can be prepared accordingly. So this is a good suggestion. It is not going to be inconsistent with the principles of WBLCF. So this is not going to be your part of your answer. So you can eliminate one. So already option A, B will be eliminated, option D will be eliminated, because both these options contain one as an answer. Then second one, ask diners who enjoy free meals to distribute excess food to hungry on the streets. That also is a good option, because Niabuddin is very concerned about the food going waste, and his principle is that no person should go hungry. So if the diners who are enjoying free meals, if they are able to distribute the excess food to hungry people on the streets, the food will not be going wasted, and it will also be according to the ethics of Niamuddin. So that is why this also is something that is consistent with the ethics of WBLCM. So it is not inconsistent. So this also cannot be a part of your answer. So 2 also is not a part of your answer. So options which have 2 as an answer, that also you can eliminate. Option A is eliminated, option C is eliminated. So the only option remaining is option E, because 1 is eliminated, means options with 1 as an answer are B and D, that they are gone. Then 2 is eliminated, means option with 2 as an answer, A and C are also gone. So the only answer remaining is 3, 4, and 5. 3 says that asks diners to eat less. So eating less or eating more, that is not the purpose of Niamuddin. Niamuddin is not worried about the health, or whether to conserve the health or to maintain the health. All these things are not the purpose or the objective of Niamuddin's initiative. So asking diners to eat less is not going to be a priority for Niamuddin. Then preaching people to eat less, again the same thing. Options 3 and 4 are talking about the same things, so they are not priorities for Niamuddin. Option 5, ration amount of food to be served to the diners, means you reduce the amount of food that is served to the diner. It is against the principles of Niamuddin, because as per Niamuddin's principle, nobody should be going hungry. So whereas when you ration the amount, means when you reduce the amount or give them only a fixed amount, some persons will be not satisfied with the amount of food they will be getting, so they will be going hungry. So this is not consistent with the ethics of WBLCF. So 3, 4, and 5 will be the statements which are inconsistent with the ethics of WLCF. So option E will be your answer. All right. Third question is about conserving local recipes. So I'll give you some time, read the question and the options. All right. The question is about Niyamuddin wanting to conserve the local recipes which can be used for preparing very tasty dishes for the diners. So the objective is to make tasty dishes for the diners by conserving local recipes. So which is the best way to conserve the local recipes? This is a question. So going through the options. A tie up with the chef of the best restaurant in Palakkad to document the recipe. So, a chef in the best restaurant in the Palakkad will be obviously well versed with the recipes that are available locally. So, he will be documenting the recipes. So, this is a good option. But let us consider this as an option. Likely answer now. Option B: hold a weekly competition for the best local dish and get it judged and documented by local volunteers. So, again, competition will be held on which the best local dish will be selected every week, and it will be documented or it will be recorded by the local volunteer so that it can be conserved for future use. So that also is a very good suggestion. So this is also a likely answer. Option C: ask free diners to contribute towards one recipe for a dish and give them the responsibility to document it. So all the diners will have to contribute towards the recipe of a dish, and then they also have to document it. So this also seemed to be a good option for conserving the recipes. Keep it in your mind. Then option D: request a lady once a week in Palakkad to cook food at WLBLs on a voluntary basis and document the recipe. So this is saying that you have to request a lady once in a week to cook food, and then she also has to document the recipes. But to what extent this is going to be practical, we don't know. We can only request the lady whether she will come and cook food at WLBLCF. This is again left to what do you call that lady's choice. So we cannot say whether she'll be coming on a daily, on a weekly basis and doing it. So this may not be a good suggestion compared to the previous ones. So not a good answer. Then option E: tie up with one of the food delivery partners to help and document the recipes. Again, when you tie up with the food delivery partners, they will not be doing it for free. So they will be charging for it. Niyamuddin already is facing a lot of financial issues or fund crunch. So he will not be able to do this or pay the money to the food delivery partners. Option E is out. Option A, the same issue. When you tie up with the chef of the best restaurant, even though it is going to be helpful in documenting the recipes and conserving it, the chef will not be coming free of charge. He will definitely be quoting a very high price, which Niyamuddin will not be able to afford. So option A also cannot be a good answer. Then that leaves us with option B and option C: holding a competition and asking diners to contribute towards one recipe for a dish and give them the responsibility. See now, which how will you select the best answer? So here, what is the purpose of conserving the local recipe? The purpose is to provide the best or the most tasty food to the diners. So which one will be able to do both the objectives? That means not only conserving the recipe but selecting the best of the local dish. So that will happen when you hold a competition every week. So a lot of local dishes will be participating, and out of which one or the winner will be the best dishes that have participated. So in that way, you will be able to find out which is the best dish and then also document it. Whereas in the case of option C, there is no competition. So all the contributors or all the diners will be contributing towards one recipe. Again, they will be documenting it, but out of which is the best dish, that you cannot say. There is no telling which can be the best dish. So yeah, our objective in conserving the recipe is to find out the best dish that can be served to the customer. So that purpose can be achieved only with option B. It cannot be achieved with option C. That is why out of the two options B and C, B is the best answer that suits Niyamuddin, because Niyamuddin is already, we know from the passage that he is facing a fund shortage. So for him, this hiring a chef or hiring a lady or tying up with food delivery partners, all these things are going to cost money, which he is not having. So these are not practical suggestions. So the best way is option B, which is free, and it will also help him to arrive at the best local dish on a weekly basis and conserve it for future use. So option B will be your answer. Then the next passage. So go through the passage. I'll give you some time to read it. Okay, so the understanding that you get from the passage is that there is a particular business school called Bharat Business School. It is a very reputed business school, and it is renowned for both the quality of education as well as for the faculty. And the faculty are very competitive. They are extremely expert. They are the experts in their domains, and they are also very, very competitive. So it means what, they are also always trying to get the good reviews from their students. So that means they are extremely competitive. Then the problems that are faced by the school right now is that a lot of the experienced faculty are going to retire within a few years or in the next coming years, and then they need to change the or upgrade their content or the course content, which needs to be upgraded. So these two issues they are facing right now. One is the going to be the retirement of the senior faculty, and the second one is the upgradation of the course content. So these are the issues, and in order to overcome these issues, they have invited applications from some future faculty or prospective faculties, and they have received three types of candidates. A type candidates who are very good teachers, then B type candidates who are average teachers but they are able to provide new course content, then C type candidates, they are not so good teachers willing to teach any course. So you have three types of candidates. A type candidates are very good teachers, they are but they can teach only the existing courses. So from this understanding, from this whatever is given, the unstated idea that is implied is that the existing faculty, they are not very good in creating new courses or upgrading the courses. If they were good, then this issue might not have come up. So the senior faculty themselves could have provided, or they could have developed the new course content or upgradation of the course content. So the unstated fact here is that the existing senior faculty, they are very good teachers, but they are not able to give or create new course content. So when you have A-type candidates who are good teachers, and they are the candidates that are going to come or that have been interviewed, they are also good teachers, but they are competent at teaching the existing courses. B-type candidates, they are average teachers, but they are competent at teaching not only the existing courses, but they can create new courses as well and teach them. C-type candidates, they are not so good teachers willing to teach any course. So they are also teachers. Basically, they are the passage does not say that they are able to create new courses. So this information you have now. Note 1 and note 2 you can read. It is about the description on what is a complementary course and how each department is deciding the suite of courses, etc. Now going to the questions. Which is the best option for recruitment. So what the dean should do out of the A type, B type, and C type candidates, which is the best method that she has to do in order to solve the two problems. One is the senior faculty vacancy problem. Second one is the upgradation of the course content issue. So which is the best issue or best solution? So option A, don't recruit and request the existing faculty to develop complementary courses. So it says that there is no need for recruitment. So even if from the passage we know that the existing faculty, they are not very good at developing complementary courses. Let us assume that they are asked and they are able to develop complementary courses. Even then, the staff shortage issue or the faculty shortage issue is not going to be solved with this option. So this is not a good option because it is the question is asking about the best recruitment decision. So this is not a best recruitment decision because it does not solve the problem of faculty shortage. Then option B, hire B type candidates so that all types of courses can be offered to students. So here it says that B type candidates can be hired so that not just the existing content but upgraded content also can be offered to the students. So this is a good suggestion, keep it in your mind. Then hire A type candidates unconditionally and allow them to teach courses taught by the existing faculty. So here the quality of the faculty will be maintained if you hire the A type candidates. The staff shortage issue also will be solved, but the problem is that the upgradation of the course content issue cannot be solved if you hire A type candidates, because from the passage we get the impression or the idea that A type candidates are not able to develop the new course content. So this is not going to solve the issue of upgradation of the course content. So not a good recruitment decision. Option D, hire A type candidates on a condition that they will have to develop complementary courses. So this again is a good decision because you have to ask the A type candidates who are very good teachers, they have to develop complementary courses also. So they are very good teachers, it is given them, so they will match the teaching quality of the existing faculty in the management college. Not only that, if they develop complementary courses, this will solve the problem of course upgradation as well. So both the issues are solved with this option. So it is a better option than option B, because in option B, when you hire B type candidates, the upgradation issue will be solved, but the quality of the faculty will not be equal to the quality of the existing faculty, because we know that the existing faculty is very good, whereas B type candidates are average teachers. So there will be a variation or a what you call a temporary mismatch in the quality of the faculty if you go for this option, whereas option D, there is no change in the quality of the faculty as well as the upgradation issue will be solved. So option D is a better option than B. Option E, hire C type candidates as they can teach any course. This again, when you hire C type candidates, the staff shortage issue will be solved, but the upgradation issue will not be solved. So because the C type candidates, the passage does not say that they are able to develop the new courses. So this is why this also will not be a good answer. So option D is the best recruitment decision among the available options. So this should be your answer. All right, the next question. So the question is, how can you reduce the conflicts and political maneuvering among faculty members? Means when you recruit a new faculty, how they have to be working harmoniously with the existing faculty. So from the passage, we know that the existing faculty are very good in their subject knowledge and domain area. They are also very competitive. Means they, when what is the unstated understanding that you have to get, they must be really egoistic also, because when you are very good in your subject, perfect and you are also extremely competitive means they are also going to be egoistic. So they will not be tolerating anybody who is lesser than them, or they will be having this competitive mindset, and those kind of things will be there. So you need to keep this in mind, because when there is when will you have conflicts and political maneuvering, when there is some kind of ego clash between the existing faculty and the new faculty. So this is what you have to keep in mind when you try to find a solution to the issue here. So the which is the best option that can reduce the conflicts and politicking among the faculty? This is a question. So going by the options, hire B-type candidates to teach complementary courses. Good answer. When you hire B-type candidates, they are only going to teach complementary courses. They will not be teaching the existing courses, as existing courses will be handled by the existing senior faculty themselves. So they will not have any issue with some other faculty who are junior to them, who are not as experts, as much experts as they are, teaching some other subjects which are not related to their subjects. So they will not have any issue, because these people are going to teach something completely new. So there is no issue, there will not be any ego clash. So option A is a good answer. Option B, hire A-type candidates to teach existing courses and ask existing faculty to teach new courses. This is exactly a recipe for disaster, because when you ask the existing faculty to teach new courses with which they are not very comfortable, obviously they will have a lot of issues. And in addition to that, if they see that the new candidates are going to teach the courses which they were teaching previously, that will add insult to injury. So there will be a lot of issues if this kind of strategies are adopted. Option B is going to be definitely creating issues among the faculty members. So this is not your answer. Option C, hire A-type candidates and let the new as well as existing faculty offer the same courses. So this seems to be a good option, because all the people will be teaching the same courses. So since the A-type candidates are also good teachers, they also will be teaching the same course, and the existing faculty will also teach the same course. So here again, the problem is that the existing faculty will still feel shortchanged, or they will still feel that the new people are also being given the chance to teach the subjects that they have been teaching for so many years. So they will have some kind of ego problem here, because the a new fresh candidate or a newly appointed person teaching the same course that they have been teaching for so many years, because they are very much egoistic. That is already obvious from the passage. So this also is going to create some problem, even though it is not going to be as severe as option B, but it will still create some problem among the or between the existing faculty and the new faculty. So this is not as good an option as option A. Option A is still the better one. Even though it is a good option, it is not better than option A. Then option D, hire C-type candidates and allow them to teach all types of courses. This is definitely going to create problem, because C-type candidates, they are very poor teachers, and if the existing faculty who are very good teachers, if they find that a set of poor teachers are also allowed to teach the same subjects that they are teaching, that will create a lot of political or egoistic issues. So not a good answer. Then option E, hire B-type candidates and allow them to teach all kinds of courses. Again, the same problem. B-type candidates are not as good as the existing faculty. So if the existing faculty sees that the B-type candidates who are not very good teachers, they are also teaching the same subject as they are teaching, this will again create problems. So not an answer. So you have a likely option C and a very good option B, out of which B is the best answer, which will not have any kind of which will not create any kind of problems, because the B-type candidates will be teaching entirely new courses, new subjects, and even though they may not be as good teachers as the existing faculty members, the existing members would not mind, because these people are teaching some completely different courses which the existing faculty members are not at all dealing with. So they will not be bothered with the quality, or they will not be competing with them. So option A is the best answer, that will create a sense of harmony, or that will eliminate any discord between the faculty members. So option A should be your answer for this question. All right. Again, this suppose the dean academics wanted to ensure the most efficient utilization. So this is almost like the fourth question, where which was the best recruitment policy was asked. So the same question but in a different word. So this is how you save time. If you have or if you remember the previous questions and the strategy adopted in the previous questions of a particular passage, that will give you a lot of hint on how to tackle some questions that come up later. So here it is the which decision would be the most efficient utilization of faculty resources. We have already seen that the best way to recruit will be to hire the A-type candidates and ask them to develop complementary courses as well, because the A-type candidates are very good teachers. So when you hire them, they will be developing complementary courses. Since they are good teachers, they will be teaching the existing subjects also equally efficiently like the existing faculty members, and they will be able to develop complementary courses. So the problem of staff shortage as well as the problem of course upgradation, both can be solved in one stroke by hiring A-type candidates, with the condition that complementary courses have to be developed. So option A is the clear answer here. You don't have to even go to the other options, but for the sake of discussion, you can we can discuss the other options as well. Option B, hire C-type candidates and assign them teaching assistant responsibilities. This might solve the problem of candidate means faculty shortage, but it will not solve the issue of course upgradation. Then again, it is not going to be an efficient utilization, because C-type candidates are the worst teachers among the lot. So that is not a good utilization of resources. Then option C, hire B-type candidates to teach complementary courses. Again, seems good, but problem is that the B-type candidates are not as good as A-type candidates. So again, not efficient utilization. So it is not a better answer than A. Then D, hire A-type candidates and let the new as well as existing faculty teach the same courses. So here again, not an efficient utilization, because the new A-type candidates will be able to teach the new courses, but the existing faculty, they are from the passage we know that they are not good at developing new courses, so they will not be able to teach the new courses also equally efficiently. Whereas the new A-type candidates, when the new A-type candidates or the new faculty members, they might be able to teach the new courses, but the existing faculty, from the passage we know that they will not be, or they are not very comfortable teaching the either developing the new courses. So since they are not comfortable developing the new courses, they will not be comfortable teaching the new courses also. So this is not going to be efficient utilization of faculty resources. So D is not your answer. Option E, ask existing faculty to develop complementary courses. From the passage we know that existing faculty are not very good in developing complementary courses, because if they had been good in developing complementary courses, this issue should not have come up in the first place. But since the college is facing the issue of upgradation, it means that the existing faculty members are not able to develop complementary courses. So asking them to do something that they are not capable of doing is not an efficient utilization of faculty resource. So A also will not be the correct option. So here only option A will be the correct answer. So A should be the choice. Okay, moving to the next para. So there is a CEO of this particular tea factory known as JTF, or Jamshedpur Tea Factory, and he is a quandary. Quandary means a confusion or a state of confusion or a state of uh, uh, not able to take a decision. That is called a quandary. So here, what is the problem? Employees are skipping work, means they are not reporting for work regularly, and sometimes they are not reporting for work because of faking illness, means they are not really ill, but they report themselves to be ill and then take leave. So as a result of which, this is the productivity is being affected, and the company is not able to distinguish between an employee who is genuinely ill and a person who is faking illness. So this is a problem, and the workers have to they have whatever their task they are doing, they are very complex and intricate kind of process. They have to report to 8 supervisors, and since they have to report to, they are doing something very complex. This kind of faking illness is affecting their promotion as well as training, because for an employee to be promoted, he has to be very sincere and dedicated, and then he has to undergo a training program. Only then he becomes eligible for promotion, and to undergo a training program, he has to be recommended by a minimum of 6 supervisors. So 8 supervisors, an employee is supposed to report to 8 supervisors, out of which at least 6 people should recommend that this guy is good. Only then he will be selected for training, and only after training he can be promoted. So the two issues that the company is facing right now is, one is the illness issue or faking illness, as a result of which the employee, whether he is sincere or not, that could not be decided. Second issue is the because of this faking illness and other kind of things, the supervisors are not able to recommend any employee for training, as a result of which employees are not being promoted. So by reading the entire thing, you can understand that the sincerity or the whether the employee deserves to be promoted or not depends on two factors. One is he needs to be reporting for work without any fake illnesses, means whenever he is genuinely ill he can take leave, otherwise he should not be taking leave. Second thing is that he should be doing his work diligently, because he's a all the employees are doing what they are doing. They are not very simple things, they are always doing complex and intricate things. So the supervisors will be observing what they are doing, and only through the observation of the supervisors the company can know whether they are diligent and sincere employees. So this is the understanding you can get from the passage. Once you get that, you can go to the question. The CEO is thinking of changing the policy regarding leave, training, and promotion. So, which is the most efficient course of action for the company to change the policies regarding leave, training, and promotion. So, from the passage, we know that the employees are reporting to the supervisor. So, when they take leave, either using genuine reasons or by faking illness, they'll be reporting to the supervisors. Supervisors will be granting them leave, and when they report for duty also, they will be reporting to the supervisors. Supervisors will be observing the way they work, and then based on these two things, they are recommending employees for training and for further promotion. So two aspects are considered by the supervisors. One is the leave record, and other one is the how they perform during their operations. And in the case of leave record, the supervisors are not able to identify whether it is the leave is taken for genuine purposes or for fake or in a fake manner they are taking leave. So once you understand that, you can very clearly say which will be the efficient course of action for changing the leave policies as well as the training methods. So option A, let the CEO's office decide on the leave as well as promotions. So here it says that the CEO's office, the supervisors will not be involved in the recommendations. They will not be recommending the employees. So CEO's office directly will select the deserving employees, and they will also decide on whether the leave should be granted or not. So regarding the leave, yes, the CEO's office, maybe they can dig a little bit deeper into the each leave application and then decide whether it is genuine or not, and then give leaves. Supervisors, they might be giving it on a arbitrary basis without looking into the genuinity. The supervisors might be deciding, we don't know, it is not given to us. So if the CEO's office is taking over the responsibility of granting leave, maybe it is a good suggestion. But in the case of promotions, if the supervisors are completely bypassed, how the CEO's office can decide whether an employee is how he he is working, when he is reporting for duty, whether he is working sincerely or not sincerely, it is the supervisor who is the best person to observe him and find out that how about the level of his sincerity. So when you delegate that task of promotion also to the CEO's office, it is not going to be effective, because the CEO's office cannot directly scrutinize each and every employee while he is working. It will be better for the supervisors to assess the performance of the employees while they are working. So this is why A will not be a good answer. Option B, let supervisors decide on the leave of an employee. Yes, supervisors, if they decide on the leave of the employee, that is what is happening right now. So this is creating a problem. So this is why we are the company is thinking of changing it. So this option means that you, whatever is being done, the same thing is being done. It has to be done. So this is not a good answer. Option C, let the CEO's office decide on promotion, but each supervisor will decide on the leave. So it again says that CEO's office will decide on the promotion. CEO's office cannot decide on the promotion on their own, because they need the help of the supervisors in assessing the work quality as well as the sincerity of each and every employee while he is working. So this is why option C is also not a good answer. Option D, let the CEO's office decide on leave, but supervisors will recommend promotions. This seems to be good, because the CEO's office can scrutinize each and every leave application. Then they will also dig deeper into whether this is a genuine case or not a genuine case. In case of genuine cases, they can give a leave. In case of non-genuine cases, they cannot give. So this becomes fair to the employees as well, because whoever is taking leave on genuine grounds, they can be given leave. Whoever is taking leave by faking illness and etc., their leave can be denied. So this method can be done by CEOs, because supervisors, they may not be able to do this. They are always, they must also be having many other responsibilities. So digging into the genuinity of each and every leave application may not be possible for supervisors. That is why this issue might have come up, because if this has been going on smoothly, this issue should not have happened. So from the passage, we know that the supervisors are currently granting leave to the employees. So this is not working out properly. That is why this issue has come up. So you have to take away the leave granting responsibility from the supervisor. Somebody else has to take care of it. So the CEO's office decide on the leave, but supervisors, they need to be there for assessing the performance of the employees. So supervisors will recommend promotions. This part has to be there, and this part could reduce the fake leave and all. So option D is a good answer. Let the status quo continue means it is almost equal to option B, means whatever is happening right now, let it continue right now. So if this is there, then there is no question of changing the leave policy. But the CEOs already knows that there is a problem in the leave policy, so that is why this needs to be changed. So continuing the status quo is not an option. So option D is the best answer, or the most efficient method by which you can ensure that only genuine persons take leave, as well as and identifying the most sincere employees. So D will be your answer. All right. Next question is, which of the options or the methods are going to be error prone while selecting deserving and sincere employees? So you have to find options that are going to have errors or going to have problems while selecting deserving and sincere employees, or the inefficient methods of finding sincere employees. This is something you need to find. So here what you have to do is that you know that deserving and a sincere employee is chosen by thinking about two aspects. What are the aspects? One is the leave aspect, other one is the performance aspect, means how they are, whether they are taking leaves unnecessarily or by faking illness, and how they are performing while they are on the job. So these are the two things that are considered for selecting the deserving and sincere employees. So so you need to have an option where in both the cases it is going to be error, or there is going to be a problem, such that option will be the most error prone in selecting deserving and sincere employees. So first we will go to option A. outsource all leave decisions to a doctor whose judgment will be final. So when you fake illness or when you feign illness, when you do not have any particular illness, but you think that or you say that you are having some illness, a doctor will be the best person to identify whether your illness is genuine or not. So in the case of leave, it will not have any errors. It will be a good method. But in the case of performance, the doctors cannot assess the performance. Anyway, doctors are only going to assess the leave issues. So the performance issues will be undertaken by the existing methods, that is using supervisors. So this using supervisors, it is now a good method that we already know, because supervisors are the best persons to assess the performance of an employee. So in both the cases, this is going to be a good method. So in this method, this is least error prone. It is not having any errors. So this is why this will not be your answer. You need to have a most error prone one. Then second one, outsource all leave decisions to a lawyer whose judgment will be final. A lawyer cannot assess whether the leave or the illness of an employee is a genuine one or a fake one. So the lawyer cannot do that. So here in the case of leave, the lawyer's decision will be wrong. And lawyer is only talking about the leave part. So the performance part will still be taken over by supervisors. So here the decision will be right, because supervisors can easily assess the performance of the employees. Now the third one, let the CEO's office decide only, but supervisors will recommend the promotion. So CEO's office, again, from the passage we know that the supervisors are not able to identify whether a person is genuinely ill or not. That is why supervisors are granting leave to all the people who are saying they are ill. So the CEO's office will be able to use a certain discretion here. So they might be able to do it in a better manner than the supervisor. So this is again going to be less error prone, and the supervisors recommending the promotion again going to be less error prone. So this again is not your answer, because in both the cases the errors will be less. Then the option D, let the CEO's office decide on the leave as well as promotion. So CEO's office deciding on the leave, yes, less error prone. CEO's office deciding on the promotion, error prone, because CEO's office cannot decide on the promotions because they don't know how the employee, each and every employee is performing. Only the supervisors can do that. So there are two options now where you have partial errors. So now go to the last one, let the CEO's office decide on promotions, but supervisors will decide on the leave. So when CEO's office decide on the promotions, they will be error prone, we know that. When supervisors are deciding on the leave, again they are error prone. That is why this issue has come up. So that was also is a problem. So if you go for option E, this is the most error prone method, because the CEO's office cannot assess the performance of each and every employee. They need supervisors, and supervisors also are not able to identify whether a person is actually ill or not. So that also is an error prone area. So this is the option which will be most error prone. So option E should be your answer. All right, now to go to the next question. FMCG, by the way, means fast moving consumer goods company. So the CURT, she has been asked by the board to recruit people with vision impairment. Vision impairment means people who have less vision is called a vision impairment. So RT has been asked, the definition of vision impairment is given. A person who is having blindness up from 60 to 100% is referred as vision impaired, and a person with 100% vision is cannot see at all. So it is about totally blind. This person will be totally blind. This person will be partial. So she has to, but she is apprehensive or she has certain doubts regarding hiring the visually impaired candidates, because she thinks that this is not going to be practical to hire the blind people into the organization, and how they are going to contribute to the organization. What are the kind of tasks they can do in a particular organization like in FMCG? These are the doubts Aarti is having in obeying what the board is asking her to do. This is the idea you get from the passage. Now go to the questions. So it is talking about some arguments in favor of hiring blind candidates given to the CEO. The arguments are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and the question is, which of the following options indicate that the ES apprehensions are misplaced? So, which are the options which, in simple terms, which are the options which justify that visually impaired people have to be hired by the company, or which are the options which give certain reasons or advantages that the company can get by hiring the visually impaired people? This is the thing that you have to find out. So, options, by going through the options, you can easily say that except for option or statement number 6, all other statements are actually justifying the appointment of visually impaired people, because when they statement 1, they can do better some activities better than the normal people, and so they will be complementing or they will be supporting the other employees. Second one, they can motivate other employees to work harder. That also is possible. Third one, they when hired by the company, they can act as role models for other disadvantaged people. Means when other kind of disadvantaged people observe that these visually impaired people are hired by the company, they are able to function well in the company. That will give them motivation. That also is a positive aspect of hiring visually impaired people. For visually impaired people can work harder to prove themselves. That also is possible. Then fifth one, visually impaired people may enhance the reputation as well as the image of the organization, which will lead to better sales. So that also is a good thing. Option 6 is, or statement 6, visually impaired people have to be paid 20% extra salary. So this is not a justification. It is actually something that will, if this option statement is true, it will be reinforcing the doubts of the CEO. Means the CEO is anyway having a lot of doubts on appointing the visually impaired people. So if they have to be paid extra 20%, then that will be giving her some more reason to not to obey the directions given by the board of governors. So this is not something that supports the appointment of visually impaired people. It is weakening the appointment. So options 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they are all supporting the hiring of visually impaired people into the organization. Sixth one is not. So your answer will be option C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. So that should be your answer for this particular question. Okay, 10th one. All right. Now, Aarti has been appointed a committee to come up with recommendations on how the hiring 100% visually impaired people are going to help the company. So this is the committee's terms of reference, or you can say what the committee is supposed to suggest. What are the recommendations that would help the company in hiring 100% visually impaired people? And the committee has come up with certain recommendations. Now your question is, which of the following best allay concerns as well as be fair to all stakeholders? So which of the options are allaying, means removing the doubts, or there from the passage we know that are there certain doubts regarding whether it is going to be practical and what are the works that we can assign to the people. That is the doubts that she has, and this you need to find certain statements that will remove all her doubts in appointing blind people, as well as something that is fair to all the stakeholders. Stakeholder means people who have a particular stake or a particular interest in this issue. So who are the stakeholders? The board of governors, they have a stakeholder. The CEO is a stakeholder. The people who are going to be appointed, they are also stakeholders. The existing employees, they are also stakeholders. So something that satisfies the issues, concerns, etc. of all the stakeholders. These things, which are the statements that will remove the doubts as well as satisfy the concerns of all the stakeholders, that option you need to find out. Option 1, hiring visually impaired people conditionally as it is any company's social responsibility. See, here it is talking, the key word is any companies. So here we are not talking about whether the companies have a social responsibility or not. We are talking specifically about the concerns that the CEO is having, as well as the some things that are going to be fair to the stakeholder, means the people who are going to be appointed, as well as the existing employees and CEO, board of governors. So whether this is a social responsibility or not, that is not the issue. The company is not hiring the people because it is a social responsibility. The company is hiring people because it says that it will improve the image of the company and thereby to lead to more sales. So when you talk about social responsibility, this is not an issue that is going to remove the concerns of the people involved. So that is not an answer. Option 2, hiring visually impaired people in the activities they can contribute. Yes, this will remove the concerns, because the CEO's concern is what will they do once they are appointed. So if the committee says that there are certain activities in which they can contribute, this is definitely going to remove the concern of CEO. Then option 3, ensure visually impaired people friendly, office friendly space, food courts, restrooms, etc. So this will remove the concerns of the future employees who are going to be visually impaired. So when they have a lot of facilities which are they are friendly to their living and working in the spaces, then it will go definitely remove their concerns, and allow guide dogs to assist employees with 100% vision impairment. So again, something that will remove the concerns of the existing employees as well as the future employees. So 2, 3, and 4 are going to be fair to all the stakeholders because it removes all their concerns. So 1 is not a concern that is that these people are having. Nobody is concerned about the social responsibility angle. So this is not an answer that you need. So 2, 3, 4, option E should be your answer in this particular case. Okay, question number 11. As you can see, barista is a person who serves customers in a coffee shop. So Suresh is a person who does not like to be served by visually impaired waiters, or you can say suppliers in a particular coffee shop, but he believes in donating to the visually impaired people. So he doesn't like to be served by visually impaired people, but he is believing in donating to the visually impaired people. So how could you explain the behavior of Suresh? This is the, or some statements that can explain why Suresh does not want to be served by visually impaired. So what is the motivation or the reason why Suresh does not want to be served by visually impaired people? This is the question. Statement 1, they are visually inefficient in serving coffee. May be true, because he thinks that these people cannot serve coffee like a normal person, so he does not want to be served by the visually impaired people. So this is a good answer. This may be the reason why he refuses to be served by such people. So good answer. Second one, his parents have taught him to donate instead of accepting services from challenged individuals. Means his parents have told him that it is wrong to accept services from such people, as a result of which he does not want to be served by these people. So this also is a good answer because it explains why he is refusing to be served by them. Then third one, he believes that his refusal to be served will have adverse consequences. If he believes that his refusal will have adverse consequences, what he should do? He should not refuse the services. He should be accepting the services. But since he is refusing the services, he does not believe that it will have adverse consequences. So this is not an answer that you need. So this will not explain the behavior of Suresh. Then fourth one, he feels joyous amongst the visually impaired, sharing his life and caring for them. If he is feeling joyous amongst the visually impaired people and sharing and caring for them, why he should be refusing to be served by them? That is not explaining it properly. So this option also, the question is why he refuses to be served by the visually impaired baristas. If he is a person who feels very much joyous and in their company and getting their services, then he should be actually accepting their services, whereas he is not doing that. Means this option is not explaining his behavior. So 3 and 4 are not explaining his behavior. 1 and 2 are explaining why he refuses to be served by the visually impaired suppliers. So option A will be your answer here, which says 1 and 2 only. So that should be the answer. So that's all for now. I hope this video was useful to you. It's slightly lengthy, I know, but have the patience to go through the explanations. Then you will find that there are certain techniques that you can use, or certain logical methods where which you can easily identify the answer in these kind of BDM questions. And BDM, as I said earlier, it is one of the easiest sections where you should be able to score good marks provided you develop these logical skills. Thank you. And then please try to subscribe, share, and have a like, so that we can have more reach for these particular videos. Thank you once again. Bye bye.